Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have a 2K24 roster update guide. Now, roster updates for 2K24 aren't going to be this amazing thing like they are for 2K23, where it's a lot of overhauling, it's a lot of doing my own thing, of course. It's more just, these videos are going to be coming out for when rosters do get updated by 2K, as well as this is more just of a, like, hey, I will be doing 2K24 roster updates for stuff, for like trade deadline, when 2K, has to take a little bit of time, waits for the trade deadline to pass, all this different stuff. And this is mainly for, just being able to show you guys like, hey, I'm going to have roster updates in the future when 2K24 rosters do go offline, basically. At least in terms of like 2K not updating them anymore. I don't mean them going offline. It's more like 2K no longer supporting updating 2K24's rosters. That's when I mainly take over. That is something that I haven't stated a whole ton in previous videos for the newer 2Ks. The roster updates for me mainly happen after the final roster update for whatever game. So for like Madden, it's once they release the no injury roster, right? After the Super Bowl. I think it's like 2 to 3 weeks after the Super Bowl. They normally release that. 2K, as soon as they post their last one, that's when I come in and I take over for the offseason, the draft, all that fun stuff. And it's the same for every single game. It's the same way I've been doing it since 2K16. It's the same way I've been doing it since Madden 19. It's, I take over after the development team is done and over with that said game for the year. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing or if I'm even going to be doing a roster for NCAA not 14. The new NCAA game when it comes out. I know there's a big community for that. I would assume the community that's currently revolved around NCAA revamped. I would assume a lot of those guys will probably do stuff with the new college game when it comes out. And just, it's a lot more teams than even 32. And if it's anywhere near the same editing system for Madden, it's going to be long and fucking dangerous. I can tell you that much right now. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything for that. I might see if I can maybe partner up with some of the guys, that have done revamp, see if I can maybe, find my way in there, potentially. Not on the modding side as much as, like, when the new game comes out, if they're updating rosters, maybe I could be a part of that, help them out, and they help me out, stuff like that. But for Madden and 2K, I will be taking over. So with Madden, with the Super Bowl, just basically a week away. It's currently Friday the 2nd. This video should be coming out on the 2nd as well. Like I said, with the Super Bowl around the corner in just over a week, I will be taking over Madden roster updates very shortly. I'll be doing my best, of course. I don't know exactly what I'm going to get started with first. I don't know if I'm going to try to fix contracts this year. I know that's something I've done in the past, but it's a lot of work. It really is. You're virtually having to release everybody from the roster, re-sign them to a certain extent, change overalls and positions to get certain money values and stuff like that. So it's really just going to depend. It really is on what I'm feeling, or if I'm just going to start off with future reserve contracts, stuff like that. I have no idea what exactly I'm going to be planning, and I do plan on revamping, Madden 24 draft overalls. I know some people were complaining about that last year. But let's go ahead and get into NBA 2K24 for the current moment. So you're on 2K24. This is a PS5 roster. Some people have been asking me about 2K23 potentially being a PS4 roster as well. I don't have 2K23 PS4 version. I don't. I'm sorry. That's just something I don't have. I only bought the PS5 version. I didn't buy the double version. So maybe I could get the PS4 version. I don't know. But as of right now, I only have it on PS5. And that's going to be the way with every game going forward. I understand there's a lot of people still playing on PS4, especially for 2K, because 2K, I don't think has updated really too much. I think the only thing that has really changed is, I think, moments and eras and my eras is like the only thing that's really changed in terms of 2K for the most part. I know gameplay has changed and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure on old gen it's just still my league, if I remember correctly. So, not a whole ton has changed, but let's get into it. So, you want to go to Features, Create Roster, NBA Modern Current, User Created. Now, I'm never one of the top downloaded guys. These guys do a lot of work with tendencies and stuff. that I don't technically fuck with. It's just something I don't do with. But so you guys are going to search up by online ID, and it should bring up Green Machine Sam. Should pop up below the text box here, and so you guys can see it in a little bit bigger font, just in case you guys are watching it on a phone. It's Green Machine and Sam, S-A-M. No capitalization needed, no special characters, no numbers in there as well. As you guys can see, it's not a whole ton of downloads, right? It's not something I've been, producing as much and showing off. Like I said, a lot of my work is done in the off season when the new game, when focus is normally shifted over towards the new game, when the off season comes around, all that fun stuff. When the new game especially comes out, that's when a lot of my work even gets more extended into, and then that second off season and so on and so forth is when a lot of the stuff gets made on this roster and really forms this roster, right? You can see it with 2K23. You can go back and look at 2K22 for the most part. Of course, the servers are down, so if you don't have my last roster from 2K22, you won't be able to actually look at the roster, but you will be able to go back to videos and be like, oh, wow, he did put in a lot of work into those rosters. Like I said, I'm not going to be putting out a whole bunch of updates. I'm just not going to be. Just something that I'm not going to be doing currently in this state. I just, I don't do a whole ton during the season. I trust 2K with their ratings for the most part. I trust them with their tendencies for the most part. I trust them with a lot of work. I know, some people have their gripes and complaints about them. But overall, I think it's a decent roster. I think they do a fine job. I think they do a much better job than even EA does. Some people might think I'm weird for that. I know I will say this, being in like 3 different sport game communities. I play MLB when it comes out for probably a good 3 to 4 months. I grind that really heavy. I play Madden, 10 months of the year. I think the only 2 months I really don't play Madden is June and July. I think a lot of people don't, that aren't just like strict Madden players. And I play 2K as well, almost all year round. I don't play it maybe as much as the other two in, set times, but I do play it a lot during the season. I will say, I think 2K is one of the better games. I know 2K people more involved in the 2K community probably don't think so, but it's like that in every community. The EA guys are going to say Madden's bad. The guys that play Madden a lot are going to say Madden's the worst. The guys that play 2K a lot are going to say 2K is the worst. The guys that play MLB a lot might say MLB is the worst. I personally think 2K is the best, with MLB following slightly behind, and then Madden and dead last and fucking far away. Far, far away. If you guys enjoyed this video or any of the videos here on my channel, I'd appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this, whether it's roster updates, franchise stuff. I should have a ton of videos coming out. I have some stuff recorded. I have my Wi-Fi working again, so thank the fucking Lord. I can finally be back to hopefully posting videos. I should have maybe 3 or 4 Tennessee Titans franchise videos, a couple other videos here and there, roster updates, all that fun stuff taking place over the next couple weeks and days, of course. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.